You guys, they just did that. Look, I'm telling you, that was just done. Right there. Isn't that amazing? Turn my AC off so I can hear.
Barbara Walters was the leader of the vehicle. You knew that, like...
Oh, Howard, shut up, seriously. The reason I have Howard on, you guys, sometimes is because it's just reality. It takes me back, to... It's good with Thank God it's Satellite Radio. I'd be like up here and you're just maybe some AM guy talking. It just kind of reminds you that you're a person when you're stuck up here for so long. Time stamping that. My battery's blinking. Look at that. Look how it comes right through, you guys. It's 2, right? And it comes right through. Look at that structure. If that's not a marker to go in there, I don't know what is. Alright, this isn't really what I want, but it's pretty good for the rock guys. So far. Look close, you guys. They're all around me. They're right with me. I got this new thing now, where ever since the memorial video, I've been able to just get them right there. They're right there. They're right here. Since we're on top of the boulders. Whenever I see an over-decoration on boulders, it really makes me curious. This is a very unusual situation. I got boulders where you really would not expect to see them. There's just very few rocks in this forest. Anywhere within 25, 30 miles. There's very few. There's a few boulder fields. See? Because I think they're telling you right there. That's what they're saying. Right here. Here's where it happens. I don't know how, but somehow it happens right there. Why would they go through so much trouble to mark up that boulder? You can't see the face. I don't want to walk down because I want to go this way. Sasquatch Highway that way. You can find the Sasquatch highways even in this because you can see the patterns. You can tell it's from people. It's from bipedal feet. Oh, look at this universe. Been waiting and waiting and waiting for this. I hope it's okay. I really need a good place today. I have some other visually, structure-wise, that are going to blow your mind. I'm doing that this week. I'm going to go back to the traditional just for at least a good video of just the most mind-blowing structures any one person can film in one day. Oh wow, look at this, you guys. Look how squanchy it is. Look at that trail marker. Look at the size of that thing. It's the biggest trail marker ever. It's weird, why? Because see that one, that could be normal. They love it, of course. But let me explain why this could be natural. You guys, I'm also an expert, okay? National renowned expert in trees. I lied about the renowned part. But I know my trees, and believe it or not, that's not a trail marker in my opinion. As much as it is smack dab in the middle of an incredible spot that I haven't even looked in yet. I believe what happened is, there's roots. What happens is there's a rock sitting there, right, like that. And what happens is the tree comes out, and then it grows up. So that's what happened. There used to be a rock there, which you can tell the squirrels love to sit there. That's a squirrel. Even though I'm in the middle of a Bigfoot world, most likely that's squirrel eating, because they like to be right there with them. Brothers, they love all animals, from what I can tell. Something's picking at that. I want to keep going. There's this entire world in there, but been there, done that, right? Let's find something else. Somewhere else, right there. You see that? Look, it's moving. Oh, please tell me you can see it moving. I was like, I don't know which way to go. I do, but all of a sudden I'm like, that this thing goes ding, 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 ding. Let me show you how fast this thing probably stops. Because there it is. It's pointing. Here, hold on a second. So this thing's going like this, right? It must stop fast. Look at that, almost immediately. It doesn't matter. So this thing, I look over, something goes like this to this. Okay? Then I notice it's pointing in a direction, or at least I think it is. I look there, and I'm there. I'm like, oh my God. It's right there. A giant teepee structure. That I'm okay with seeing. Give me the teepees. I don't need these little crevices inside the trees. I want teepee structures, and I want the third in front, which means I'm entering right here. It's the entrance. It comes right in there. This thing moves. I was about to walk that way. This thing goes. I look that way. It's pointing right at a giant teepee structure. It's all right there for you guys. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're supposed to have done this. Maybe it's a competition. Like, let's see what person finds us. You know? I don't know. That's not true. But look at this Bigfoot world. What I need is a new Bigfoot universe, and I haven't been able to find that. I haven't overly been looking for that, but it's time. It's time to find the new Bigfoot universe. The step up, the one that's just, we're talking about visuals, not even necessarily interactions. They're always right there, you guys. If you're in a spot like this, if you're sending me a structure picture and you see that V, Leaner, they're standing right there staring at you, no matter what your common sense or your brain is telling you. No matter what kind of denial you're going into, believe me, they're standing. They don't do that stuff and then let you be there without them knowing it. Especially in a place like this. If you're in a smaller state, it's tougher to analyze some of those because, where do they go? And how often is he standing in those bushes? And, they don't just live here. It's something else. They're harvesting or doing something there. You guys, I know there's something in here somewhere, and I'm going to find it. Like something cool or some kind of, this is the real deal up here. Never quite seen, as always, anything necessarily like this. It's very custom. Holy movement to my right. Did you hear that? Something. I don't know. There's no wind. Look at this. You probably can't tell in the camera yet. Now can you tell? Yes, look how open it is. And then you can walk. See how it's all blocked and it's all rocks. Over there's boulders. It didn't happen until you got to the boulders. It's because those boulders help conduct. Just like this makes it easier for whatever they do, so does the boulders. So does the quartz. Missing 411. Are you kidding me? You got to be kidding me, right? Have one of these guys talk to me. Why doesn't all these self-proclaimed researchers want to talk to someone like me in public? See, I turn down all the radio shows. I turn down all the interviews, all the TV, the newspapers, everything. I make some of that stuff anyway, against my will, but why won't one of them talk to someone that really knows what's going on? Because it would shut down their entire life. They'd rather cater to people on their first day of this and send them in the wrong direction. Missing 411. You gotta be an idiot. Like, people are so dumb. It's a mind blower to me. I'm losing it. Did you ever think that some people had a choice? If someone's missing, it doesn't mean they were taken. There's people that do things on their own. You never know what's out here, or other beings as well, supernatural, hierarchy beings, special beings. Be like, hey, listen, man, we need people. You're perfect. Your life sucks. Would you be willing to come over here? You can never come back, and you can never talk to a human again. It's strictly against our rules. blatant. That's so blatant. Right there. How is that just sitting there? Ooh, the teeth are gonna come out even. That's so cool. I might keep that. Eating going on. Very strange. What is that? Who wants some? Joanne, you never messaged me back. I was asking you about your tram trip. You're supposed to tell me. I waited like a week. You never told me. Hope that everyone's okay there and the best they can be doing with cancer and all that stuff. Wow, you guys, check this out. All right, so as always, I don't know how. I don't get it. I don't know how anyone that watches doesn't get it. I think it's almost everyone that actually takes the time to watch the video understands. Is that people don't watch. Their brains close down before they even look at something, you know, because they didn't figure it out. Boom. Look at it. He's just been there. He's just been there. I don't know how they do it. Look at the groundless near it. I've heard this guy. Look where they come in. I think it's like babies or something playing in here. Wow, is this guy secluded or what? Look at that. Boom. Yeah. You don't know when every time I do something like that, a song comes to my head, as I've told you. When I said boom, a song came to my head, but it's the stupidest song from back in the 80s. Boom, 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 let's go back to my room. Stupid. Look at that spot, you guys. Show me a circle of dirt in the woods that doesn't have that. And it probably still is Sasquatch. I just can't find them without being marked. If I find a real perch, it's marked. Ooh, I got boulders. Give me a minute. Oh, there's Death Eating Station. I'm not kidding. Trident. Look at this. Here's where the others just go into the ground. They all turn to orbs, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? Because here you go, you guys. The craziest orb eating situation, right? All marked with structures, and then there's the boulders. There's the trident. Is it going to rain? I never checked the weather. Oh my gosh. I'll be fine. I don't care about rain. I have a sweatshirt in my backpack. I hear a storm coming in behind me. I can tell by the wind that they're not ruining these rocks. I want to at least take a look. There might not be anything there. I've never seen them, and I wasn't sure they were there, but I want to take a look. Look at that. Never fails. It never fails. It's the same thing. If anyone watched, they would believe in Bigfoot. If you watched my channels, if you watched my videos, if we put you in one of those cells, like a white padded cell, and instead of listening like loud music, just make you watch my videos over and over and over and over again, you would come out knowing more about Bigfoot than me. There's no way a person got here. It's not possible. There's no way. Okay, the only way I'm inside of this is, by the way, this is all rocks. Look. The only way that I'm in here is because I'm good at this. That's the only way. Maybe one of you guys could have found this, but there's no human that did this. Wow. Was it a trail cam? The battery's still in it. What, you guys, what was that? Why is it destroyed? Oh man, this is good right here. Look at this, you guys. Look at this, look at the way the rocks are. What happened here? Well, first of all, I don't think I have to convince you it's not a person, because a person no one that's in here. First of all, there isn't no one in here. But if there was a person that somehow found this spot, which I believe is impossible, you know what I mean? Like within reason, it's impossible. And then everything got really destroyed here, and this just happened. You can tell it's not. It hasn't been. It was some kind of device. I mean, here's this. There's a speaker. What is that? This is a radio. What? Is it an emergency radio? Look, all you can see is, let's see if I can get on the small camera. All you can see is, this is a radio used by the, that's it. Well, I don't understand this. National Weather Service. It was a radio. This came, I told you guys, this came down. I don't see any balloons. Maybe not even here, but somewhere. I'll bet you they were just sitting there. What the heck is that? They're probably just sitting there and the thing just floated down like in their laps. And the thing probably freaked out and ripped the thing apart. I'm making that up, but it's possible. It's a weird looking thing to be just right there. Some kind of weather radio. Granville, Missouri. Oh, maybe you're supposed to find it. Look. Come on. Fill out the radio return label. Carefully put the radio sonde into the mailing bag. Remove the paper tape. Oh, you're supposed to have found this? If you find it, but what happened to it, you guys? Look at it. It's been, something happened. This is beyond just a crash landing here. You know, this was in something. It was even in, there was styrofoam in it. Is that a golf ball? Check it out. This is not the first time I found a golf ball. It's not from being golfed either. Look how old it is. Oh my God, you guys, it's like 20 something years old. There's a golf ball there. If I find more stuff in there, I'm gonna lose it. Look, I don't know why, because I already know they're in there, but I don't know, I get excited when they do stuff like on our side, like when they do things like this. Hold on, I dropped it. Maybe it's this thing. What is this? Let's take this with us. This thing seems important. It's some kind of a spinning wheel. It's not important though. I don't think there's anything inside of it. Something was chewing on the golf ball. Like literally had it in its mouth. What the hell is that? See how they won't touch something human though, typically, that I notice? Like they'll take a can with them and bring it somewhere, but they won't like clean this up. They're right here. They were here today. I can tell. I'll show you why in a second, but you know, they won't leave. They won't touch this. All right, enough's enough, but wow. That's a first. You know it too, because look, a beautiful battery. That battery has not spent a lot of time outside in the weather. This thing was ripped to shreds. It looks like chewed on by something. The bag is in brand new condition. Remove bag for mailing instruction. So you're supposed to, if you find this, here, you know what, I'll do this. I'll bring it and I'll mail it. I mean, I guess. Like, look here, I'll be like, whoops, sorry about that. I'll be like, look, here's what's left of your, explain what happened to that, you guys. I think one of them went to town on this thing. It could be a bear. I highly doubt it. There's so few bears here, you know, and we're right on one of their spots, you guys. I haven't even begun to look at it. Let me keep this. Give me a sec. All right, guys. I hope I'm okay with this. Oh, there's another battery there. There's another battery. This has been this year. That battery had no mark at all, and it took a hell of an impact. Or it looks like teeth marks, actually. I believe that's teeth marks. I think one of these dudes attacked it. Could be a bear. Well, I just don't think so. And could it be one? Yes. But how did it get here? If it was a balloon, which the Weather Service we know uses, where the heck is the balloon? No, it would be a piece of the balloon somewhere. So I don't know if that was brought here. You know, that thing probably fell down. One of these dudes got it, was like, yes. And he ran up here and then he got here and he realized it was like worthless to him and started ripping it apart. I don't know. Unlike them too, to do that. Any of them. And leave a mess like that. But look at this. Look at the ground, you guys. Remember, this is supposed to look like that. Look at that. Something special going on with these rocks. And I can't figure it out to save my life. Look at all the fresh eating. It's all marked by structures. It's too much to be squirrels. See, I think look at the X on top of it. I think they let some of the squirrels do it there. That's how simple your brain is. Like, they allow a squirrel or two to be there sometimes. So if you do walk up, you're like, it's a squirrel. Wow, there must be a lot of squirrels here. No talking, for real. I'm just gonna walk. Let's do both. See, it's up. I just keep going up. This camera's worthless. It's good for certain things. Look at this. See, not only is it boulders, but they're very unique looking. See this? That looks like something that someone would have. I mean, they look like they were placed there with cement in the cracks. You know, someone would have in their backyard maybe, around your fire pit. You know, it's where do you think we know how to landscape from? And there's a trident right behind it in the open. These are the kind of places that you want to find, believe it or not. This is a spot just like Hiker. These rock ones, so far, will not give you the time of day. So basically what I'm saying is that if there's rocks involved in what they're doing, they're right there staring at you just like all the other ones. But he won't lay on top of that rock up there and go, like they just, I mean, he might, but in my experience, it never happens right, especially where they don't want you to know. Like this is why, because where I'm standing is right where they don't want to give you a lot of attention. Because I don't mind if you come back down to the road and visit, but they don't necessarily need you in here. This is right where they go. Look at the stick, you know by this. So blatant, this is as blatant as they'll get, watch. Leaning right there. It's so them. And then there's a, you have to look very carefully. Wood knock to my left. Just now. Stairs. Sorry, I do this because I'm holding it with my hand. With one hand like down by my waist. Hold on. Stairs. See, they don't even walk on the freaking grass. This is where they don't want you to know about. Places like this. This is why they don't market places like this. These are the places that we'll never know about. Places like this. I just made that up. Something's been standing all around right here. See how it's all laying down? Oh, sorry. That's all like... There's been a lot of time spent right in there. Right near this tree. It's a totem pole. Whoa, there's stuff on rocks. That's what I'm talking about, you know? Like, it's far away, but I see something on top of a boulder. I like that. I'd rather see stuff they put on a boulder than a good structure almost. Callie, good job on your video. Freaking 3 hours I sat there and watched that video. See, I kept coming and coming and coming. Basically, I've done the whole walk up that me and Callie did, except 6 miles before it. I just saw something else again. Something's wrong with me, man. I'm starting to see like dead things and dead people, I think. I thought I saw something on a tree. I mean, on a rock. I was not doing well, guys. I think I'm sick or I have cancer, one or the other. Today I am shortness of breath and my lungs feel very strange. Perch. Perch. Giant tridents. I could have sworn I saw something like, maybe it was like weeds, but I could have sworn I saw like stuff on a boulder. Give me a minute. Let's go. Look at that one. This is the guys that, even though it's about a mile away, I still truly believe this is the world of the guy that whistles from the other side of down below me from Ed. I've never seen them, but they had a major part to play in that day. And here I am. You guys, you should have heard earlier. I don't know if it was on the video now. I can't remember. But wood knock and a whistle. Because I was getting whistles. Oh my God, look how it changes. You guys watch this, okay? I'm not going to tell any stories. Watch this. Goes up, it's a fork. As always. Look at the break. There's no hiding here, you guys. I mean, there is, once you know their language, there is plain as day. They might as well have a giant flashing sign from Vegas saying, here we are. I mean, right there is the flashing sign, you guys. You gotta be an idiot. Remember, I'm withdrawing on nicotine, so I'm gonna say that really helps me. If I can call you an idiot, I'll be in a good mood. I'm deflecting pain. Look, you got to do it. You know, like I said to myself, I'm like, I'm the biggest moron. Like I have to be an idiot to be like, you know, to be sitting there going like this. You know, I'm like, to deal with life. And I love it. Because I'm a smoker, I just enjoy the act of smoking. You know, not really cigarettes, but let's put this camera sideways. Just smoking. I got birds coming to my left. Look at this hidden spot that I'll bet you anything leads into incredibleness. Is that a word? Everything's packed down. All the greenery has been stepped on. Wow, look at this spot. Camera's pointing sideways out a little bit, so it's like that way. How many times have we seen that? Look at that. I get this all the time. Look at that. It's something they love. And right here, too. Like in this area is the only place I see that. Typically. So are you Mr. Rogue or are you marking a giant Bigfoot world. That'll be interesting. I just happen to have lots of time today. I'm not leaving. You're not getting me out of here this easy this year. Now, I don't know what you guys want back here. I don't know if this is... Am I supposed to look at the... I don't care anymore. If I see him, I'm going to run right at him today. That's how I feel without nicotine. Look at him coming through. Look at that. It's all language. We see the same thing over and over and over. Please be leading to a Bigfoot world. I got no vibes at all right now. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean like, oh, if I don't have vibes, we're not here. It doesn't. I'm not saying that. It's probably the opposite. It's just that sometimes they are 100%. Like there's no doubt because they're doing something. It's a little different for me. You got to understand. These guys know me. It's not like just like they don't know what's going on. You have to look at it. Please think outside of human. Normally they're like, okay, what's going on? Why is this human coming in here? Why is this? Why is that? I've been here 200 something times right in this area. I'm not exaggerating. One number, maybe more. And they know exactly what I'm doing, exactly what I'm gonna do, and trust me completely. And a lot of times it's not, like I said, they're not gonna do parlor tricks for me. Other times they will. It just depends on what's going on. And I don't think they're ever parlor tricks. But I do yell at them some days. Damn. This is big Sasquatch. Look at the size of that leaner uphill. And it's field gold. Oh, that's the big boys. You could just take me and be like, you ever see the cartoons where the guy just goes like this? And then the little guy's only his head sticking out of the ground? That's what these guys can do. These are the big boys. Look at the bark. Look at the bark, Mark. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. Okay, so who's coming out? Look, there's a teepee structure. Brandon's coming out. That's who's coming out. Look at that cleaned off perch, you guys. This is the big boy. Oh, there's another one. Another one. Oh, I like this. Right there. Look at that. I mean, look at the X on the ground and the structures and the forks. And it's in this wallow, right? I'm not going to go crazy on this, but I want to show them to you because you can't not show the seats, right? You got to show the seats. There it is. Look at that behind the log. Look at that right in the middle of the places. They definitely find these places where humans don't go. Like that corner. I don't know why. I'll never go in that corner. And I wouldn't have came in. You guys, if it wasn't for that X is amazing. They step right over. And it keeps going downhill. All right, that was really amazing to see. I'm gonna hang around here for a little while. See if I can't get these guys. I know where they are here. I know. They're up. Remember, they're not up in the trees. Like they didn't climb the trees. That is not what you think it is up there. It's something else, because they use technology or whatever it is. You can't understand it yet. Okay, neither do I. You guys see the branches here? Those branches aren't from the tree. Like they've all been put there. It's crazy. Some of them might have been, like when it first fell, but they've taken them all and put them like into a. Look at that. You guys, look at all the branches. Did the wind? Let me guess. The wind blew them together. Missing. So what do you guys think? There's all kinds of noises going on around me. Now, here's the thing. It was off camera. It's all bird noises. I mean, I'm sorry. Let me start over. It's all animal noises. No birds, but like different animals, and all around me. All of a sudden, always be. I'm not claiming anything, but always be suspicious of that. Have I lied to you yet? Why make up things like that? Okay, so listen to what I'm telling you. Remember, I'm withdrawing, and I'm going to yell at you. So what do we need to do? Go this way? But I know there's a lot of you, especially some of the girls, that will be happy. Janelle, is that you? Or Vicky? One of you guys like sent me something about vaping the other day. Oh, it was like a case in Colorado. First Colorado documented case of some girl going, like, her mom had to bring her. Oh, look at that field goal. To the hospital. I don't know if she lived. I started reading it, but then I got depressed. This is where I know for a fact, because I filmed and I've seen with my own eyes the Sasquatch in that green. They love to sit in that green right there. He'll just sit down right in the middle of it. Like right there. He'll just sit there. And then when he gets up, you can't tell. It just springs right back into action. You cannot damage that. It's like rubber trees or something like that. So my question to you guys is, should I keep going this way and check this out? Or should I continue on and just keep going? Like, I don't know what I'm doing today. I can't do anything without nicotine. You guys have to, like, excuse me today for giving me, don't be like, okay, this video sucked now, we're leaving. Let me get over the nicotine first, and then you can tell me they suck. Because it is hard. You guys, I've been on nicotine since I was 15 years old. Right there. Mostly because of ADD. But I realized today, I'm like, you're stupid. If you can't quit smoking now, there's something stupid about you. Like, you just have to do it. Like, I'm fighting that right this second. Like, you have no idea. I'm like, what are you, just some simple little nobody? Like, you can't just stop? Like, if you're smart enough, you could just stop. Look at that bone. What is that? Just like if I hadn't stopped there and complained, I wouldn't have seen these two weird sticks that are crossed. Mushrooms there. Really weird stuff here. Because I'm standing right in the middle of them. Now my hairs, see, I didn't tell you, but my hairs have been standing on end. I don't know why, because I get all these bird noises. You'll hear a bird, I think it's a bird, it's that way. Right now, you will not shut up. I'm almost sure it really is a bird. Yes, I'm admitting it's a bird. But after the animal, because it's just too abrupt. You know what it's like, guys? It's like, you ever see the movie Wolverine? I've mentioned this before. And they do the noises, they're like, and they go, woo, woo, like they have their little sounds. Well, Sasquatch can do that, but for real. You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell. Sometimes you can. Depends who's doing it. Look at how that touches. But you can't tell, what... If all of a sudden there's a mountain lion on one side, a bear on the other side, a goose on one side, a chicken, it's just bizarre, you just walk away like scratching your head like, what the heck is going on, What is going on here? I like this. Regardless, that besides, like, I've gotten these noises, I know they're here, but that's it, right? It's like, why stay here? I like it for one reason. It's rare where I'm able to film a place that's very thin. They've made up, what they've done is taken up very little real estate left and right. It goes real thin and real far. And look, it could be anywhere. Look, this is completely open. There's no structures, you guys. Actually, over there is. I want to see where this goes. It's a rule of mine, typically just for myself, not to start downhill. Like when I'm starting a big trek, I don't want to go downhill first. Always a mistake, in my opinion. But some days, this one's not too bad, so look at that. See, this is a Bigfoot world right here. What this is probably what Bigfoot universe looked like, like a few hundred years ago, or 100 years ago. They don't just come in and just overnight do this stuff. There's something about, there's something about how long it takes to do each one and all that stuff. I'm telling you, this is more complicated than you can ever understand. What you're seeing right there has a greater meaning than we understand. I don't mean you, I mean us. Look at the connects. Animals everywhere all of a sudden. Look at that, you guys. Brandon, looking forward to seeing you come out. We'll talk a little bit more before you get here. Give me 1 minute and let's film this thing real quick. Isn't that crazy, you guys? Look at this. Today's video, just bear with us, okay? This isn't what I planned on doing today. It just kind of happened. Things just had to end at Ed's. Like, I just got out of there. I couldn't, I'm not going through that. It seemed like if I continued on like I did last time, the same thing was going to happen again, and I didn't want to go through. I can't go through that. I'm not the same. You can ask most people that know me. I am, but it's taken me quite a while to snap back to reality, you guys. I realize that's why I'm saying today, I don't know if I'll put that video in, the clip in, but of just how fortunate we are as to be humans and why they mask humanity, to stay together. Like that doesn't make sense. Not mask humanity, but they keep everything else masked to us. You know what I mean? So for a reason, I have a feeling that with, all of these, the truth of the world comes all of the answers that really as humans, we're not ready to hear. Like our previous failures, we're the 400th try at humans. Things like, I'm making up the number, but you don't know. What if this is the 50 billionth attempt at humans? We don't know how far along. We all feel like it's so new, but only because that's what you've been told. Think about it. It's the only reason you think that is because you were told to think that. All of us. Look at this. And I truly believe that we were given a gift to be humans, but I think that we've ruined it. And that's kind of why this is all everything's gonna come out soon, because it's just too late. We don't appreciate what we have. Now there is humans. Don't think I'm talking about all of you. There is some remarkable human beings out there, the way that it should be, that don't care about themselves and do unto others, and somehow we've gotten to how much money you have. What kind of car do you have? You go on a date with the girl, it's the first thing she asks you. If she doesn't know you. Oh, what do you do for a living? What is your job? Why does that matter? Who cares? It matters so much, it's unbelievable. Everything matters these days. Look at this place. So just, what I'm saying is, I'm not making this shit up, okay? Don't take being a human for granted. That's what I'm trying to say. Here we go. What in the heck? That just fell. You guys up? No squirrel. I don't know if it fell or if it's just thrown next to me. I swear, this right here. How else could I have reached into that tall grass and found that? It actually caught the tops like this as it went down. That's how I saw it. It got thrown at me. There's absolutely no wind. He threw it towards me. Isn't that amazing? Look. But it's kind of the stuff, see, they're right there. They totally know me here. That's why. It's like, I don't have to worry. I don't get upset. I'm like, I hope they know who I am or what I'm doing. It's like, they know exactly what I'm doing. Come on, you guys, you want to be special? Let's make this a special place. You got to do something, though. Throwing a pine cone next to me, I don't care about that stuff anymore. Like, you guys, we've done that so many times off the camera. I've sat there and thrown them back and forth with you. I love to do that, but this is my job now. So until you guys give me a gold bar, I have to film some cool stuff on the camera for people. They love you. They want to see that stuff too. It doesn't have to be some secret all the time. I'm assuming your orders come from God himself, so I'm going to go with it for now. Man, I got way out here. It's so cool out here. Notice you're not your traditional structures. They have your, I can't talk without nicotine. They have your, I do feel better. It's weird. I can feel the part that, you feel healthier already by not sucking stuff into your lungs. But at the same time, I'm literally withdrawing. It sucks. But don't care. I mean, it is what it is. You got to be an idiot to smoke and do vape and all. It's just stupid. Don't do it, you guys. Don't do it. It's coming from someone that did it, you know, for so long. I still haven't quit. It's been like 2 hours. It's been today. It's been a whole day. It's been the whole day. So I'm on my like 5th or 6th hour, losing it. But am I going to give up? No, because what does that make me if I give up? What is that? Loser. He is a her. Doesn't look like a bear at all. Did that to me. Looks like a hand going like that. Is exactly what that is. Look at that. A bear would have devastated that thing. That's one thing about bears. First of all, they don't even really let them in their areas very much. I think, you know what it is? I think the bears can sense them with their hypersensing. And typically, unless they're friendly with them, they avoid them. It's like there's a bunch of people, like humans in those woods, that they would just go around you every single time. They're not going to walk right through you. Some bears might. There's another one. Always look at these. I don't care what your brain's telling you. I'm really close for this one. I swear there's different degrees of the settings. Like you can turn it. They have their little device. I've been seeing it too many other people's pictures where they have a staff. You know, he's just like, and he puts the staff down. While you're there, he's just touching it to something like that. Like the staff is touching that, which is touching everything else. And then all of the other ones are around that guy. Okay, that was cool. I'm not going to push that out. I want to keep going today. A lot of this won't even make it into videos, so it's just me exploring. I could do a video every day. I could do a really good video every day, but no one wants to see it, so I put 7 videos a week for you up. Do you know how hard it is to produce 7 Bigfoot videos a week? Most people haven't done 7 in their life. So, because nobody wants to see it. I'm not gonna, it's just too much, it's too much. To work that hard, at some point after 5 years, 7 days a week, you want to start making money. It's, like I said, you could be picking raspberries, and if you do it 7 days a week, 16 hours a day, eventually, you're like, you know what, I gotta start making money, or my family's gonna think I'm a complete idiot. Like, Mark, we see everything's great. The unseen world, but we need money. You know what I mean? I completely get that. That's the way this world is. I know there's timestamps here. When you get these small, beginning new Bigfoot worlds, by the way, it's just like the structures. They're all trained exactly at the beginning how to do this. I mean, I got them walking everywhere. They always go in here. Like, I swear, like little ones go like, and just stand in there. Remember, it's out of your thinking. Why are they standing in a thing of trees like that? I never understand it. And they do that when you're not even here. So they're not hiding. It's amazing how those animals, I can't even describe what they are, but they're right over there, where my hand is, starting there, and right down to about there. Right there and there. And they haven't stopped, and no matter what, they come with me the same distance, just like Sasquatch. It could be the others. Remember, the others include everybody, guys. There's animals. They have what you would think is pets, that they would say as brothers. Like, there's a whole thing going on over there. Maybe they really are animals, making animals that you don't know. So look at this. I walked all the way back up to the road, and someone dumped pipe right in their spot, and you wonder why they hate us. I'm not being rude, I'm just making sure nothing's in there. There's a bone in between the pipe. It's chewed on. And it's another spot. See the others? That's not Sasquatch. That's the others right there. the meat eaters. These are the guys right here. I've decided. I don't know, but these are the guys. They're the ones that make the hunting blinds. They're the ones that eat meat. You know what? They might even eat. No one ever suggested me to this in 5 years that, like, I don't know what to do with the bones. Maybe they eat the bones too. Have you ever thought that they could just take that and eat it like that was a big pretzel? Like, you don't know what their capabilities are, especially with million-year-old technology. Who knows what they can eat and why there's never evidence? My personal opinion is they don't poop or pee or eat too much sitting like they'll eat. They have spots like that, but the pooping and peeing. Look at the X. That wasn't good enough for you. Look at that. They don't do it here. They just don't do it. They do it where they go. This is just, ships. This is like, I don't want to use the wrong terms. This is, look at that spot. This is just the top. This is just when they come out to chill. Right now they have their family and they're somewhere else, just like you. They have like these bunk beds and they have like places, like where there's power and TV even. I don't know, but I've heard it on my audios at night when the other side unzips. That is, I have it on audio, but it's in Mississippi. I put some of my best stuff on a 4 gig hard drive for people that don't know, and the hard drive crashed. Some of my best stuff. Some you've seen, some you haven't. And I was waiting because I was like, one day this is the best recording anyone's ever heard, and one day I'll be able to explain this. But since I can't now, no one's going to understand because it was deep in the middle of the night, in the middle of Bigfoot Universe, and we were there. And you could hear it unzipped. That was the baby crying night. I cut after the baby crying, for you that know about that, I cut that part right after that because it sounds like, the best way I can describe it, guys, is it sounds like an apartment in the city. It's like, it sounded like you couldn't hear, you could hear like murmur chit-chatting, like you could hear talking but not understand what it was in a sense, but it almost, I swear, it sounded like there was like a TV going. Like, your typical like city apartment complex. I'm almost sure I heard right into their world, and I got a perfect vision of it at the same time. Like I said, don't be surprised if some of these guys and girls are nothing like what you think and have abilities way beyond us. It's just like, I don't know, look, you guys, it's just like us to a caveman. It's no different. Go back to a caveman with anything we have. Just take my Denali with you and drive up to a cave 1,000,000 years ago and be like, huh? Look at this truck. You think I would lose his mind, think you were an alien, or for like God himself. It's the same type of idea. It's actually not a bad analogy. You would think Sasquatch wouldn't step in that, and normally they don't, but sometimes they do. Like crossing, not in the mud, but like you'll get the one. But believe it or not, they usually avoid that. Now here's the cool part about where I just went in and I had no idea that I know a cross. This is real close to where I was with you, camper. When I found those caves, those are up that way. That was cool. Little vlog in there. Over now. Actually, not over now. Let's look in this tree. It's such a blatant tree to look in. That's exactly, if they wanted to be close right now, that's exactly where they would be. Cassandra, Carlos, Terry, Gail, no particular order, by the way, Lisa, it just goes on and on. Like, there's so many people. Those are my people. Remember, if you've sent me great pictures recently and I didn't mention your name, it's not because it's not on purpose. It's just that those are, I've been working with these people for years pretty much. And I really appreciate their work. It's very simple to break into that. We're all very welcoming when when you're one of the special people that can do the pictures every single time in every video. You know, prove that for a little while and you're in. Over and out.